Hello everyone, today I'm going to be continuing the reading of Blaire Wilson's first book by Jennifer Castle. Chapter 15, Cropped Out. I woke up the next day feeling so bummed about wedding planning being on hold that I stayed in my room all morning, playing games on my tablet. But after lunch, Grandpa insisted I come outside.
"I need help with my project for the website," he said.
I followed him to the animals' pen.
"Blaire, hop up on the fence right there,"
Grandpa said.
"Okay, now, Beckett, you kneel down in front of her with your arms around Penelope. Right, just like that."
Grandpa took a shot of us with his camera, then compared what he saw on the display with an old black and white photograph in his hand.
"Pretty good match," he said.
Beckett and I gathered around so we could see too. The first photo was taken over 60 years ago of Grandpa at age 12 with his younger sister and one of their lambs. Then there was my brother and me, in the same pose, in the same spot. "That's so cool," I said. Grandpa was working on a new page for our website about the history of Pleasant View Farm. Our story started when my great-grandparents bought the land with the house and orchard and turned the surrounding fields into a working farm. Later, my grandparents renovated the rooms on the second floor of the house and opened the B&B. Finally, Mom made her dream of running her own farm-to-table restaurant come true by adding a commercial kitchen and a big dining space to the house. "What are you going to do with the pictures?" Beckett asked. Grandpa waved the old photo in his hand.
"I'll post this one along with the one I just took of you two side by side so folks can see Pleasant View then and Pleasant View now."
Idea spark. "The barn will be finished soon," I said. "Maybe you can take pictures of the new now for that too." Grandpa shook his head.
"I wonder what my parents would say if they saw their old barn turn into a party space."
"I bet they would be happy we created a place for people to spend time with their family and friends," I said. All Grandpa said was, "And they'd like the bubble machine," I said eagerly. "Mrs. V is bringing one so that her dead husband can be at the wedding." Grandpa stopped.
"She keeps his remains in a bubble machine?"
I laughed. "Oh, Grandpa! No, I mean, having bubbles at the event was something they both thought was fun."
"Okie dokie," Grandpa shrugged. "Whatever blows your bubbles, I suppose."
Beckett started laughing at something on the camera. "Penny is totally pooping in this picture," he said. "The one we just took." "What?" I craned my neck to see. Beckett was right. "Grandpa, we need to retake that shot."
"Nah, we can just crop that part out," Grandpa said. "Okay, next photo. Who's in the mood to climb some apple trees?"
"Me," Beckett cried as he took off toward the orchard.
"How's Thea these days?"
Grandpa asked as we followed Beckett.
"I haven't seen her around the farm in a while."
I hesitated, not sure what to tell him. I wasn't even sure myself what was going on with me and Thea. "I guess we're both busy with other things this summer," I said finally. "But maybe that's how she wants it. The last time I talked to her, it didn't seem like she missed me at all."
Grandpa stopped. "What do you mean?"
We were at the arch at the entrance to the orchard. Beckett scrambled up on the apple tree, bursting with white blossoms. I told Grandpa about the swimming hole photos.
"A photo is just a photo, Blaire. One moment in time. It doesn't tell the whole story about Thea's summer, or even that day."
Grandpa paused, but I didn't say anything, so he kept going.
"Just like how that cropped photo we'll post doesn't tell the whole story of how cute baby animals sometimes involve not so cute stuff, like poop." He smiled.
I tried to smile back. "I guess." Maybe the swimming hole trip wasn't what I thought it was. The photo couldn't tell me whose idea it had been. Maybe it was Madison who invited Thea, not the other way around, like I'd been assuming. When we got back to the house, I found my tablet and texted Thea. Blaire. Hey, what's up? Thea. Nothing. Are you feeling better? Blaire. Yes. Hey, did you ever make it to Trinkets? Thea. Nope, not yet. Blaire. Let's go. Maybe Moxie Cafe too? Thea. Yes. Saturday? Question mark? Blaire. Yes, yeah. See you then. Can't wait. Success. My tablet buzzed with another text. This one was from Mrs. V. Mrs. V.
Hello, my dear Blaire.
Blaire. Hi, Mrs. V. Mrs. V.
Superb news. Don't worry about Katerina wanting to drop some of our big ideas. Keep them all. I worked it out.
Blaire. Really? That's great news. Mrs. V.
So, full steam ahead. I can start ordering everything we need if you send me a list. All those thingies and whatchamajigs you showed us.
Blaire. And don't forget the dead frogs. Mrs. V. Of course. Blaire. Or maybe not. Beckett would probably end up putting one down Kat's dress at the reception. Mrs. V.
I'll keep my eye on him.
I can't wait to see Kat's dress. What does it look like? Blaire. Oh, don't think she has one yet. Mrs. V. What? There's so little time. Blaire. Yeah, she better get on that. I'll send you that list of supplies to order ASAP. Mrs. V.
Huzzah! Here we go.
Mrs. V.
Oops, I meant this one. Wrong emoji.
Excellent. Wedding planning was back on. Thea and I had plans for Saturday. I flapped my arms like chicken wings. Everything's good. That night after dinner, I was in the kitchen with my tablet making lists for Mrs. V when Kat came in holding her phone out in front of me. Blaire's right here, Josephine, she said to the phone. What's up? I asked Kat, confused. Mrs. V is video calling. Oh, great, I said. She learned how to do that. Kat sat down next to me and held the phone out so that we were both in the frame. The only part of Mrs. V that was visible, though, was her ear.
Can you see me? She asked.
Hold the phone out in front of your face, I said.
Blaire, is that you?
Mrs. V's face finally appeared on the screen. Girls, I'm calling because a little birdie told me that Kat doesn't have her wedding gown yet. Kat gave me a sideways glance. Uh-oh, maybe Kat didn't want Mrs. V to know she didn't have a dress yet. So, Mrs. V continued, I've booked an appointment for Kat at Kellenberger's. You'll have a great selection of dresses and can find the perfect wedding gown. No way, I burst out. Kellenberger's, like on Dress Quest? Mrs. V laughed. The very same one. OMG. I imagine the store with its big chandeliers, fancy furniture, and walls of wedding gowns. Then I thought of Kat walking in as the bride. You're so lucky, Kat. Josephine, thank you, began Kat. You've been so generous, but I think Kellenberger's is much too fancy for me. I was planning on checking out a vintage dress shop. Vintage, said Mrs. V. Well, if that's what you like, I'm sure Kellenberger's has plenty of new dresses that were carefully designed to look old. I couldn't believe Kat was passing up a chance to go to Kellenberger's. Kat, I said, bouncing in my seat. You have to go. It's Kellenberger's. It'll be super fun. Kat thought for a moment. Okay, I'm game, but only if you come too. Brilliant idea, said Mrs. V. We'll make a girls' day of it this Saturday. OMG, OMG, OMG. Me? Question mark. At Kellenberger's? Question mark. Thea would positively freak out when I told her. Oh no. Thea. Saturday. I gestured to Kat, and she lowered the phone to Mrs. V. I gestured to Kat, and she lowered the phone so Mrs. V couldn't see us. "Hello?" asked Mrs. V from the table.
"Where did you go?"
"I have plans with Thea on Saturday," I whispered to Kat. "Can you change them?" Kat whispered back. "I don't think I can do this without you." Kat needed me? That settled it. Thea will understand, I whispered. Kat brought the phone and Mrs. V on the screen back up to my face. "We're in," I said. After Kat left, I texted Thea. "Blaire, so guess what? Kat is going to Kellenberger's to shop for a dress." Thea, "No way! Jealous? Aren't you so jealous?" Blaire, "Actually, they asked if I'd go with them." Thea, "Shut up. You're going, right?" Blaire, "Yeah, but it's on Saturday. What about our plans?" I waited as Thea typed. It took her a really long time to finally answer. Thea, "You should go. Have fun." Blaire, "Thanks. We'll go to Trinkets and Moxie Cafe another time, promise?" I added a gif of two cartoon monkeys with their hands locked in a pinky promise. Thea, "Okay, good night." I waited for Thea to send me a funny gif back, but nothing came. I think Thea's a little bit upset, guys, about being blown off for wedding dress shopping. I mean, I would go to the wedding dress shopping, but I understand, like, as her friend, that they've had a little bit of a rough patch lately, so it might be really hard for Thea to understand that, but I think she'll come around soon. I just hope that Thea doesn't have some fight with Blaire a little bit later on about friends and priorities or something like that, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Maybe in the next chapter there'll be something about it, but we won't know until the next video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell for post notifications for more on Blaire Wilson's first book. All right, so thanks for watching. See you soon.